Hello, everyone. It is the November 6th, 2015 Small Business Accounting Advisors on Zoom today.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I think it looks great. Everybody looks so much clearer and sharper than
it does.
the Hangout.
Yeah, the audio seems better. The audio seems better too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing. Nobody's that came in with speaking like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard that happen at all.
No.
Mm-mm. And some are on headsets and some aren't. And
Well, I'm getting used to that now anyway, just because.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But Brent, he disappeared. I was about to say he was telling us the Camtasia is the tool he uses to edit these videos.
Far, far superior than YouTube, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
You get just a limited, you get to trim and you get to enhance, and that's pretty much it.
Yes, trim, enhance. You can also add voiceovers and other video to it if you wanted to, if you had a title sequence or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't really played too much with it.
I was trying to think how I would do a green screen with the way my office is. I guess I'd have to hang a sheet or something.
Well, you know a way you could do that, Sarah? You can actually put something up on the ceiling.
Then hang it down.
Like a screen that you can pull down.
Yeah.
Or put back up.
Or if I had like an accordion.
Yes.
Or something.
Or you can have a curtain that goes on a rod that's on the ceiling that you pull to the side.
Right. Did you see the one that I think Eric had ordered, a fancy one, had his logo on it and everything? And then Joanne said, I just went to the dollar store and got green. Oh, funny.
I was hoping Joanne would come today.
Yeah, where's she?
She's too much of a movie star now, hanging out with all these
Oprah and I didn't see a picture of her with Oprah, did you?
No,
what happened is people took selfies. They would stand in the room with their back to Oprah on the stage, and then they'd take a picture of themselves, and Oprah was on the stage behind them.
Nah, she was trying to get a good one.
With Oprah.
Yeah.
But I did see some people that got pictures with her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Misha.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me okay?
Here you
Yeah.
go.
So, did anybody go to QB Connect? Linda, did you go?
No, I didn't. I'm going to Sleater.
Oh, okay.
I wish there was an easy way to get the Sleater schedule and print it.
I noticed that. I was going to say something for the day.
I was able to print it out. We'll do it on the computer, not necessarily on your phone.
Oh, no, I've tried. I was doing
I'm
screenshots.
going to try it on the computer because I like to be able to lay all the I like to print the pages and lay them out. And
How did I do that? I know I did it because I did exactly that. Printed them all out and wanted to see what I wanted to go to, and and the app, I'm not sure if it doesn't display differently on different devices.
Oh,
because people were talking about you have to sign up for some of these sessions. And I don't know. When I'm on my tablet, all I have to do is hit the plus, and it says, it puts it in my schedule, and that's where I'll go. But I'm not sure if that actually registers you for the event. Because I downloaded it on my phone today, and I saw a place where register. So I'm not sure. I'll have to look at that and get back to you next week.
We're so close to Sleater now. Gosh, I would hate that something would be full.
Oh, there's Penny.
Squirrel!
Oh, hey, Misha, I recorded something. So we don't have a train, but it's a printer, a label printer that's at one of my clients here.
So this is Linda's new sound. Now you got to get yours, Misha. You got to go home.
You got to get the train on the voice recorder on your.
That's right.
So here we go. Hold on here. Oh, why is it not working? Come on.
Oh, it did earlier. That would drive me insane.
Wow. No, I'm good. I'm all set. I don't need a sound.
Get some earphones.
That sounds like one of those old international cable calls.
I'm all set. I don't need a sound.
Ship to shore.
I mean, I don't know how we survived years ago. My first office was so small that, and the printer was my desk. It was massive, and you know that dot that.
Oh, I know. Do you know that there are still places that still use that dot matrix?
Oh yeah, this same client uses it. You ought to see they print out all these reports and invoices. Oh my God. Well, I mean, it stacks like this high.
Why? Is it carbon? Is it two-part? What's the deal?
I don't know. I could care less.
Well, the last time I went to a client and saw a pin feed printer, I said to him, how much is that packet, that carton of paper down there that you bought? I can imagine it's outrageous to buy that pin feed paper these days.
Yeah.
You know, like in the hundreds of dollars to buy a carton of it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad back in the 80s.
It wasn't bad because everyone was using it. Well, now it's such a specialty, and I'm sure that the price has gone up. And just for one carton of paper, you could buy a whole brand new laser printer.
Well, that's like I could buy a case of 2,500 perf paper, 4-up perf paper, just blank. I bought 2,500 for like $30.
Wow.
So I had these, I bought a couple cases. Well, then everybody started laser printing their W-2s, and all of a sudden, I think the printers decided, oh, this is a IRS form paper, and now it's expensive. But those cases, I'm still working on one. I mean,
Wow,
yeah,
nice.
but yeah, it's funny.
Reminds me of the real old days on the IBM main floors. They had these printers. It would be like a big roll, like over 200 pounds, that they had a special dolly to bring it in with, and put it and attach it to the printer. Oh man!
Oh, somebody must be trying to get in. Who? Oh, I think it's Christina.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. I'm playing with the different gallery views, and you were saying that when we're recording, it's going to record whatever I'm looking at, maybe?
I think it is.
Oh, I'm going to
Because I looked at yours and I looked at mine last time.
How many squares can you have on this screen anyway?
That's somebody started a hangout and went boo. Laura, let's see. I'm going. Oh.
I'm going to go on a client call and can't come in.
Oh.
That's Laura. Sorry. Okay.
And what's nice about this is when we get to 10,
Who's
people can still
calling?
come in. Now who's coming in?
Next week. Okay.
She's calling.
Oh, that's Christina.
Oh, that's
That's Christina trying to come in for a hangout.
It is.
Hang on. Oh, wait. It won't let me do it, right?
I just sent her a link though via the
Did you
hangout.
fill in the password?
Hang on. Let me see if it's gonna let me do it.
What are you trying to do?
What are you trying to do?
It just sent me into limbo. I answered, but it just sent me into limbo.
Wait a minute.
Well, that's because you're using everything.
And my Chrome just froze, so I might lose you.
Oh, we'll let you back in. So when you gave them the Zoom link, you make sure you give them the password, right? Because Sarah, you had to put in the password, right?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I have not put a password in at all.
I didn't either.
I went to Slack and I clicked right on that and it pulled me right in.
Yeah, there's no password for Zoom.
There was, I think if you signed up.
No, I put a password on this.
It wasn't
It
asking
didn't
for it.
ask you for a password.
Hey guys, I didn't have to put a password in either, but at the top of my screen, it does show me the password SPAA.
Right.
So if they followed the link was a direct invite. If you, if you
Oh,
go
how
through
handy is
Zoom,
that?
then you have to put in a password.
Yeah.
I did go through Zoom though. That was where
I
I
went
got
through
the
Zoom. I went through
Right.
Zoom. I'm sorry, I went through Slack.
Slack.
I clicked
All right.
right on the, I went
Yeah.
to Slack.
Yeah,
and I
that's what
clicked
I
on
did.
on the direct link.
That's
and
what I did.
That pulled me right in.
Yep, that's what I did.
That's what I did too.
All right. So how do I make a link to this meeting, but make them put in a password?
You know what? Maybe I can copy the one that I got on the Google Hangout.
No, because that's the direct link to Zoom.
All right. Hold on, please. So I come down here and I go
There it is.
invite
There it is.
and I go,
Control.
So Laura Chapman says she'll leave next Friday free so she can join us.
good. When you can always just call in and at least be part, you know.
I just clicked on the link in Slack and it brought me right in. Nice. No password.
Okay.
Yep, that's
Copy
what I did.
invitation.
I think
All
what
right.
you need to do, is, it's give them the meeting ID, not the complete link
Oh,
to it.
all the numbers?
Right. So you're just gonna say, go to, like how they set it up for, connect, what is that? Whatever, the other connect
Okay.
webinar.
So I can say go to zoom.us. Here's the meeting number.
Here's the meeting.
All right. Let me
Yep.
try that. I don't even know. Where's our meeting number? I
Oh,
probably,
okay. It's at the top of the screen. It's
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I bet you that's it. We're learning. The one that the Zoom that we had last week when we were all playing with it is absolutely hysterical.
They were like a bunch
Yes,
of
it was.
very confused people.
It was really funny. And then I was giving
Hey, Sarah, you made it.
I was giving people, making them co-hosts, and I didn't know
Oh.
that co-hosts could rename everybody.
I loved when Joanne took over your computer.
She started coloring on my desktop, and I'm like,
Stop it, stop it.
oh, that's funny. That's funny. So, but what's nice is we don't, you know, once we get to 10, the next person can still get in. It can go up to 50, which means you guys get really little.
Little small screens.
And then you can change your view to like whoever's speaking or the top 4 or whatever.
I can't share my screen.
You can't?
Well, it's a Windows 8 thing.
Oh.
You're laughing. You know
I'm
how like
sorry.
you go into PDFs and it opens up the
I hate
PDF
Windows.
program
10,
and it
8,
takes it to a
whatever.
different window?
Yeah.
Well, when you try and share like that, you can't.
Oh, wow.
Has anybody gotten Windows 10 yet besides me?
No, I don't want to.
No, I'm gonna load it on my laptop and play
I
with
have
it.
it on this one.
I read that it conflicts with something that I use, and I'm
Oh,
not
what? I need to know.
Well, it doesn't work with Snag, or it doesn't work with the ScanSnap 5.
Oh,
Yeah, and I know that.
Really? I checked my Fujitsu 6130. There's drivers for all my scanners.
Well,
But
it
I
said
don't
on
have
my ScanSnap, it said that they weren't planning on updating the driver for the.
Oh, do you have an older version or something?
Yeah, it's probably about 4 years old.
4? I mean, gosh, I can nurse equipment. Well,
Maybe
we're doing a whole
somebody
new
will come
server
out.
and everything Thanksgiving weekend. So I would love to get a new laptop before Sleater next week, but
So how's your Chromebook working, Gina?
I love it.
yeah.
I love the long battery life. I love the instant on when you open it up.
Yeah,
Whenever I'm going anywhere, I'm usually on the internet. I don't keep a whole lot on my desktop anymore. So
Yeah.
I have, all of the applications to get into anything I need. If I need to actually go into my desktop, I can remote in.
Yeah.
But I don't even really do that a whole lot anymore either.
yeah, I
How
could
big
probably
is
run my practice off my Chromebook. It's just like a regular laptop.
Really?
Right. It is. It's like, well,
Like
I
11
look
or
at it more
14.
like a traveling browser.
Yeah.
How about the Surface Book? Anybody have one of those or a Surface?
That was
They're good, but they're very pricey. And I guess Microsoft insists on making the keyboard separate, you know.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at the new I was comparing the Surface to the new iPad that's coming out, and I'm like,
well, the difference is the apps, Sarah.
yeah.
If you've got an iPad, you're using apps. And the reason I like the Chromebook is because you get the full featured things. The reason I would like Surface is because I would not want to use the apps. I would want to use whatever programs I'm using. I mean, apps to me, they do have their place, but it's difficult to use them for me.
It depends on what you want to do with it. Like I need something to travel with. If I need to do some serious work or support while I'm on the road, I need a laptop.
And you need a regular keyboard. With a tablet, you've got that touch thing going on. And if you remote back to your computer that uses a mouse and clicks, you have to know the way to do that. A double click is a left, or a double tap is a left click. Hold is a right click. And if you don't know those commands, you're not going to get anywhere. And even if you do know them, it's difficult to translate one device to another. So you really don't want to.
The new iPad will have a keyboard that you can, spend more money and add it to. But then I thought, by the time you get that big, I might as well get a laptop.
Yep, exactly.
And then now that I have the iPhone 6, because I couldn't type on my little phone, so it was like a phone. Now I'm more apt to at least keep up with things on this. And I don't feel like I need my iPad with me all the time.
Right.
So what do I lie in bed and play with on the internet after work? Now I need 3 things. I need the iPhone, I need a laptop, and I need a tablet.
Right. I'm liking my tablet less and less.
Yeah.
Because it all of the apps that are on it take up the power. Some things are really serious power hogs, like Google for one.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't stay charged. I'd be amazed if I could be able to use my tablet all day long. With my Chromebook, I have no problem with that.
Oh, really?
I would be able to use it for 8 hours, 10 hours, bring it back to the hotel room, plug it in, and it'll be charged for the next day. And that's the thing I like about it too. It fully charges like within an hour.
Really?
Wow.
Which is amazing. My tablet sits overnight and sometimes is not fully charged.
Yeah.
So you're finding that you can do a lot with the Chromebook?
Yes. But a lot because I am already doing a lot in the cloud. A lot because I have Dropbox or, things that I can share back to my desktop with.
Here's what a Chromebook looks like.
Oh.
So you can open it up.
Yeah.
How big is the screen?
14 inches. This is a big one.
Yeah.
I got the smaller one. I got
this
the
is-
12
When
inch.
you open it up, it automatically comes on.
Yeah,
What's the operating system again?
Chrome.
Chrome.
Yeah, it's a special Chrome thing.
Yeah, see, it's got a full-size keyboard and
So I won't have to deal with Windows 10?
nope.
No, but you're not going to download programs on it either.
No, you use apps out on the internet.
Oh, it's like a
Everything's in the
tablet with a
cloud.
keyboard.
Yeah, in a
Right?
sense.
It's not like you can load QuickBooks on it.
You
No.
cannot load QuickBooks on it.
You could,
Yeah,
use
you
login
can access it
or-
if
You
it's
don't get the QBO app either, honestly. It's a browser. It's a portable browser.
I wonder if you could bring down the window app for QBO.
Could you run an RDP into your main system? Or have you
Yes.
had...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You can actually use LogMeIn to log into a PC, and you can plug in a mouse. I plug in a mouse on mine, and you can also plug in like a little key or little 10 key. You don't want to use the top row.
Right.
No. You know what I got for mine that I like? I got wireless earbuds.
Oh, I love
Wireless
my wireless
earbuds.
earbuds. I think we got the same ones. Yeah, the same blue one. Yeah, my husband, we share this little list and things, and he's starting to give me his Christmas list.
All kinds of little
Not too early.
Earbuds like you.
Aw, I wish I had
I use-
someone to share my
I
list.
use LG tones, and I love them. It works with every wireless device I have. Matter of
Nice.
fact, I'm doing this off of my Note 3 and my LG tones. I'm able to see you guys crystal clear in full screen.
And the audio is good too.
LG tones.
Yes, LG tones.
I love toys.
One thing I found on my Chromebook is that I got a little cooler that you plug in because it was running kind of hot.
Oh,
And I think
okay.
that might have, my first one kind of got fried or something. So after that, I started using a fan that you plug in to it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I have one of those little pads,
Yeah.
those cooling pads, and that's where it generally sits.
Yeah, so I would recommend getting a cooling pad if you're going to get a Chromebook. They run kind of hot.
Well, my laptop's getting pretty old. I just put a new keyboard. The space bar was like, thunk. So I ordered a new keyboard, and we just put a solid state drive in it. So I think I'm gonna do the hand-me-down thing, and hand-me-down it to my lead bookkeeper. She's about to go out with a sick kid, so we're going to test it over at Memorial and make sure that she can, use it from the hospital. Because sometimes they, what did we try to do and it wouldn't work? RDP with the VPN here.
Oh,
Would not let her do that. So we have to make sure that we've got a setup that she can, because it's stressful enough having a sick child. But to be sitting there for days and days and days, and you're missing work, and you can stay productive. So
That's right.
work on that, and then that means I get a new toy. I always like being the oldest of a big family. Because nobody could ever hand me down anything anymore. I always had the biggest feet and the biggest.
So Gina, do you think that that app for QBO?
okay. Yes, the Win app.
Yeah, I wonder if you can download that to the Chromebook.
I would say probably not.
No.
Probably not. I would say probably not either.
But Log Me In had a something you could install, or you just go out to the internet and go to Log Me In.
You go anything that you can go out to the internet, you can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, it's just a Chrome browser, and you just
A Chrome browser, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's why I say it's a portable browser.
I know out in this
You
area,
do a lot with that these days.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
this-
technically, I could do the same thing on my cell phone.
they use it quite a bit for the schools. They give the kids the Chromebooks.
I can see why because of the price.
Yeah.
I was originally interested in the Windows Pro, the Surface. But what the reason I didn't do it was because it would have been $1,000 to get the one that I wanted.
They do have some of these cheaper Win 10 machines like by HP. They're like about $200, $250.
Yeah, but with
It's
cheaper
kind of
you get
powered.
less memory and
Yeah. You're talking about maybe 2 gigs of RAM or something like that.
yeah. See, I don't want 2 gigs of RAM. I want more. It has to be a minimum of 4 for me.
Yeah.
You're laughing at me.
Gina goes, Gina's like, I want more.
I went up to
I
12.
You gotta do
on-
it like that. You gotta be like, I want more.
I went to
do.
12 on my new computer, and that seems to be
Well, a desktop and a laptop's totally different. But you could still buy tablets with two gigs. You can buy, but they're slow. It takes a long time for anything to load up.
I don't like slow.
I don't like slow either.
I don't like that. That Bill.com is driving me crazy. Because
To wait on a computer is unacceptable.
I agree, Brandon.
It's 3 seconds. You got tab and you put in the account number and it's 3 seconds before it finds it.
That's ridiculous.
I'm like, because I'm so used, I've been keying in desktop for so long, I am lickety split. And that Bill.com thing, I'm just,
I know that feeling.
But we're done. After
Yep.
you put the bill in, you're done. So
Yep.
I keep it every time I get annoyed at it, I go, I don't have to print. I don't have to put stamps, you know? So one way to look at it. But what did you want? Oh, what time is it?
Do you want to do your smart sheet? I was trying to see if I can. I put my infograph in Word,
Yeah.
which,
Okay, then why can't you share your screen?
well, it's because, when you're on Windows 8, you can either bring things to the desktop where you're at,
Yeah.
or it brings things to another desktop. Well, my PDF always opens up in another desktop.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you have Windows 8 at all?
No.
Not me.
Okay. That would be the reason why.
Mommy's working.
Windows 8 has, I don't know, different desktops that you can scroll through. I don't know how to describe it any better.
This thing had Windows 8, and then I went and updated it to 10.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Let's see if anything comes up here.
Can you, well,
It says a whiteboard. I don't
bless
know.
you.
See if that works.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
He's going
Now he's got a whiteboard.
Oh, okay.
That's a whiteboard? Then we can color on it, right? All of us can annotate?
I think we can.
Oh, we can play.
Hey, who erased me? Oh. Boy, we're messy.
I'm sorry. I'm not very good at the whole using my mouse to write. I can write with my
I know. Look how.
the whole mouse thing. I automatically swoosh the way I swoosh with a pen.
So I can say, look at
It does not
that.
work.
This is pretty cool.
Well, I guess it would be a way of everybody being able to input. Oh, you got to put the X's there.
I did. If you go up to draw, there's a whole menu.
Where's that at?
Oh my God! Look at that! I didn't see that last time.
Well, it
Oh,
only comes available when somebody's sharing or something.
Damn. look
That's
at
why That's why Joanne was coloring all over my screen, but it wasn't until I let her into my machine that she could actually, type on whatever. So if you're supporting a client,
Where are you seeing these tools?
Go
Up
up
above
at
the
the top where
whiteboard.
it says
At the top. Let me
go up to
clear.
options,
reviewing
maybe.
Larry's
Annotate.
screen and next to options, like the annotate.
Let me get back
Oh,
off.
now he's gone.
Yeah. And down at the bottom, you see there's a little green tab.
Yes, share your screen.
Dennis, you see that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So click on that and then pick something to share.
I don't think I have anything open besides.
Well, where did the whiteboard come from? Was that an option or something?
Yes.
Oh, really? I'm going to check that out. Well,
It's
okay.
Oh, okay.
Wonder what iPhone Pad does.
Hmm.
I'm going to try this.
Dennis is starting screen sharing.
Oh, okay. I see.
Ah, so you put on a whiteboard,
Yeah.
or you could have shown your screen, and then this is one of the settings is to request remote control. So it's perfect for supporting clients.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that works really well. I've already used that to share out my screen so I could train a client. I've also taken over a client's screen using it, and it works like a champ.
Is that is that the share the screen?
What?
Champ.
Champ.
Is that the share the screen? And then is there like a request?
Brandon, I have a
Look
question
at
for you.
that. Very nice.
This is, remember I talked about, I don't know if I can get it all on properly.
It looks great.
Nice.
Okay, this is a little infograph about QuickBooks.
And you drew that on something and then scanned it?
Yes, yes.
I need
And I'd really love to be able to, somebody to do it professional, but this,
We need, well, do you have any
actually,
mind mapping software?
Dina,
Yes.
mail it to me and I'll work on it right now.
Oh, Misha, I love you. I sent it to Lexi, and she told me she would, but
I'll see what I can do. I'll show you. I did something similar, but I did a lot of boxes, so I'll have to work with it to play around. But I actually did this for an author. I started reading her books, and her name is Kate Douglas. She does paranormal, shape-shifting, erotic romance novels.
wow.
Say what?
I know even one chapter of that.
Yeah, so this particular novel, right? But this particular series, their thing, there's this, this thing where they shift from wolf to human, and
Oh, that's
like
Indians do that.
Sci-fi type stuff.
it was so good. It was so good. So I started reading her series, and I emailed her one day, and I said, "Oh, I saw you did a family tree, meaning like the books and how the people are interrelated and the kids and all that." And I said, "Oh, here's what I did," because she had it just handwritten or something.
Right.
We did it for her just as on a whim. I didn't even put any effort into it. She ended up loving it.
Wow.
Posted it on her website. And then she said, "Okay, I need to add more." So I redid it a little bit better, and it got published in her book.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Well, let me explain the QBox thing here.
Okay.
Okay, so QBox is not SaaS. It's not a SaaS where like QBO or Xero, you have your computer, it goes to the cloud, anybody can access at any time. In QBox, it kind of sits in the cloud, and that's what this is supposed to represent. And then your computers here sync back and forth with it.
Right.
QBox is here in the cloud and on everybody's computer.
Right.
It syncs and works like a traffic cop, meaning only one of these computers can make changes at a time.
Right.
Everyone always has access. Everyone can always look at the reports, print them, download them, whatever they want. But whoever has the QBox locked is the one that gets to make the changes. So this is just like a regular computer. Then you start talking about a local area network, which is a server and workstations attached. And then down here, you can see here is a LAN, and there are other computers that are attached to the QBox file. QBox, again, works like the traffic cop. Each computer and the local area network or group acts as one user. So if the group is logged on to QBox, anyone in this local area network, because they all have QBox, they have QBox loaded on the server, and they're in multi-user on their computers. So they're able to use QBox the way a normal local network server would use it. Once everybody is out, then it syncs up to the cloud and everything gets pushed back down to everyone else.
Right.
So that's my QBox.
I love it. Perfect.
I wonder if I could use my mind mapping software to.
Well, you know what? I'll put it on Drive, and anyone that wants to play with this and make it better, I would love it.
You need a copy of your logo if you want credit.
I have this in Word.
Can you do it, Sarah?
And PDF.
Hey, the idea that just came to me, how Stacy and Seth, thank you. I'm going to go. Stacy and Seth are doing the app thing.
Right.
What is it called?
Oh, the Rexosaurus something.
Apatosaurus.
Apatosaurus Rex. That's it. We could do something where we would do the app.
Well, that would work on Blab, believe it or not.
Yeah.
That would work on Blab. What we're doing with everybody talking, everybody sharing, doesn't necessarily work as well on Blab because you can't get the number of people.
Right, but I'm just thinking, because we come at it like from a different direction than Seth and Stacy. They're good. I enjoy them, but we just have different perspectives.
Right.
So,
Well, we have actually done demos the same day that Seth has. And
yes,
Sarah, actually, your demo was one of the ones we did the same day.
yes.
You're muted.
TBX Trial Balance Explorer
Yes.
program.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because the one in the morning, I had never done one before, so I was freaked out. And then I got a little better with you. And then I did another one.
So we were practice.
Yeah, you're practice.
So why does Penny have a bow on her collar?
Oh, that's her party collar.
Oh, is she going to a party later today?
No, I forgot to take it off of her, and see, now it's getting dirty because she's had her party collar outside. So I have to wash it anyway. So
Running after them cats.
No, I think it's called squirrels.
it's called anything that moves.
So Sarah, do you want to share your smart sheets?
Okay. Now let me make sure that there's nothing confidential on my
Yes, that's a good idea. I'm going to go grab my coffee. I'm hungry.
desktop.
I want to see the confidential information.
Yeah, that's really I've seen a couple people whip into their computers when they're sharing, and it's just like, oh my god.
Yeah, and people you'd be surprised about too.
And then we're being taped, so
You forget that you're being taped sometimes.
I know. So one more. Oh, well then nuke it then. Okay.
Misha, while she's pulling that up, did you say you have a question?
Who?
Misha?
Misha had a technical question. Nope.
Okay.
Not live. Okay.
Sorry, no, I need Mark.
You did, Mark. What's wrong with Brandon?
But that's why I sent you the message privately.
Well, what if it's private? How did Brandon see it?
Brandon,
No.
see it.
I did not see a message. I thought you said a while ago, Brandon, I have a question is what I thought I heard. Maybe I'm just hearing that in the background from my kids.
Since I'm going to be 43 come, the end of the month, I think this whole forgetful thing is happening.
Oh, you're too young for that. Wait till
It gets worse. It gets worse.
It gets worse.
You got a long ways to go.
Let's.
I think I do have a question for you, Brandon. I just can't remember what it is.
Well, I can't remember the answer then, so.
That's okay. I think you had said something about, you said you used it for training, and then I said I was going to ask you a question. How would that work with the setup? Remember the setup that we did where you remoted to me? So would you be you calling me through Zoom, and then I have the projector and project you through in my big conference room, and we could do a group training that way?
Yes, absolutely. That would work, especially if everybody had their own laptops. Then we could share out that screen. Everybody could see all the same desktop, and that would work like a champ.
No. I mean, and you know how I did it with the company?
Oh, yes, and that would work as well. Yeah, that would be ideal.
So I'm thinking I might do that. We could do that and have group trainings, schedule them, group trainings, and we can kind of custom. But anyway, that's another time for a topic for time.
So, what do you guys see?
Really question.
And 990 checklist.
So everybody sees my Smartsheet screen?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what's cool about this versus the Hangouts? I still have a window over here.
Yeah.
That you can see yourself.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
Walking, you see.
Well, yeah, I'm glad it's there because I didn't think it was doing that one time. Okay, so I am a big user of Smartsheets, and every one of my sheets is so unique and client centered on all the unique things with all my different kinds of clients. I am mainly a nonprofit accountant, and I do a lot of audit prep where I come in, either they're a bookkeeping client or I come at year end and I get them ready for audit. And so, who's that? Ding dong. Oh, you know what? I think it ding dongs when somebody leaves too. So this year I thought I have a large client, and there are people in multiple states. I've got an auditors are in one state. I have the home office in another state. We're all over, and we've been using Smartsheets for normal work. So I have to consolidate 3 different divisions for the audit. So what I did was if any of y'all work with auditors, they'll give you this audit list of everything that they want. They want the trial balance and is there any significant litigation, all these general questions. And then they tend to audit starting at the top of the chart and the balance sheet and going down. You've got cash, investments, AR. Okay. It's a lot of these are very standardized questions. And then as you work year to year, the auditors will tend to ask the same type questions depending on what kind of business you have. And so what I did was I did a couple things. One, I set up, and this is all pretend, but I set up a reoccurring Zoom meeting that anybody can go into if they have the password, and which is exactly what we did tonight. And if somebody needs me or we need to have a quick little meeting, or say the auditor needs to ask a question, they click on this and my ding dong. Can you hear that? It'll ding dong. It also email me that somebody's waiting for a meeting. Now, of course.
So you'll know people can't just have a meeting without you.
The way this is set up, they can go into a meeting, be there all by themselves. Sure. Remember how tonight before I started this Zoom,
ding
2
dong
of y'all were talking and we're in the meeting together. See, I don't even have to start a meeting. The auditor and another manager could actually have a video, and I don't even have to start it. It'll also email me and tell me that somebody's waiting for me. In all practicality, somebody would email me and say, "Hey, can we meet at 2:00?" Da, da, da. But this is just a fast way, and we're right in front of each other. So if they're on a laptop or a machine that has a video, it just brought the whole United States together like this.
That's amazing.
It is absolutely amazing. And it was funny because one of the executive directors was upstairs and she had put the auditors downstairs. And she said, "This is so strange talking to you when you're downstairs." She said, usually they're running up and down the stairs or looking for documents and everything. And I'll show you how I designed this. And it was a work in process as we did the audit this year. So even when we got it to a pain point, I thought, well, I'll head them off next year, because next year I want them to come in and everything's ready to go. So this particular client, I had division 1, 2, and 3, and all these columns, you just name it and then decide what kind of a column it is. And I made a checklist. And then the conditional formatting is one of my favorite little tools, because you can have a lot of fun in here with formatting and crossing things out and changing colors and things. So I'm very visual. So I tried to keep it very clean. So when I say I got the trial balance together and I checked it off, it started turning a light gray. And
nice.
It was a happy day when I got to the bottom and everything was gray and we were done, But one of the columns is where you attach documents, and you can just drag and drop. You can attach from, upload from your computer and browse for it. Drive, Box, Dropbox, Evernote. I mean,
nice.
It's very nice. And so I started, this year was sort of a test. I usually put all the documents up on ShareFile, hence the hot little button to the share file account. And so, for instance, and I did this little area, auditor requests and questions, thinking they would just stay at the top and ask questions. And the very first question was, I need your QuickBooks files. This is before the audit even started. And I already had them down here because there's 3 QuickBooks files.
Right.
So, and so then I could click on the little discussion and we could start a thread. We can attach a document to the thread. And what's nice about the thread is there's a date, time, and the user stamp on every response.
Nice.
So for instance,
they can't tell you I didn't get it.
Exactly. And what's great for the auditors is they would say we got down into, please provide detail for any significant litigation or claims. Okay. And every principal came on to the comment and said, I don't know of any, or, answered or talked to me privately or whatever. And then I showed the auditors how they could, let's see if I do one. I have no idea. Okay, so now I have an option where I can you see this?
Yep.
I can print the entire discussion.
Oh, nice.
Just print the entire discussion to a PDF, right, and put it right into your audit program. Done.
Nice.
So,
and no trees are killed.
Yeah, what's nice about this is we all got every year, and this happens with all my clients, everybody gets the same list. And then we're all going back and forth with copies and emails and everything, like, well, who's doing this and who's doing that? And then we found last year that, especially towards the end of the audit, when they're tired and they want it over with, they start asking the same question and blasting emails. And then you answer, and then and another person goes, I've been working on that for 3 hours. And it's just the communication starts breaking down. So this forced everybody, except the partner. There's always that one.
They're always
who goes, show me how it works. Whereas I'm teasing him, but where all the field auditors are like, this is cool, and they're clicking on everything trying to figure things out. But
right.
We got into a rhythm very quickly about, like, I made a let's see who has the ball. I made a drop down, and I've made all these up. Bill, Mary, Bev, and me and management, okay? And so you can freehand type anything you want or grab something off the list. But this told them that they were going to get it from me. And I wanted them to know where it is because I had a couple different areas. So I had, what did I do? Share file attached, it's on the sheet, it's both. So what we ended up, I think what we'll do next year is everything's going to be on the Smartsheet except for the source documents, like all the payables, deposits.
Have you had any of the auditors ask you to do this set up anybody else like this?
No, they're going to show the partner. They're going to show the partner because I think they really.
They like it. It improves, and you could get a job doing just this.
I could.
Worksheet templates.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And
how much time did you save from the previous year?
Oh, I can't even tell you.
Maybe 25% or something like that.
At least. And then, like, when you get down to, they started asking questions like at the top, I said, Mary, whatever, if you just hit insert, they can add a new question. Okay.
Nice.
But what they quickly did, which made sense to me, was like one auditor was working on cash and one of them was already working on the fixed assets. See? So she came in and say one of the auditors inserted, please provide documentation. And then I instantly went, why can't she find that? Why is she asking? Because I want to make it so that everything's at their fingertips.
Right.
And filed in a way that they can find things. without going, giving us a list of checks and all that stuff. So my first comment was, let's see, I said share file, was there was a, exactly how to find the folder and each division and bank accounts. And I mean, everything's just right there, PDFs. And what's nice about ShareFile is I just take entire folders and subfolders
And dump it in.
upload
Nice.
all source documents, and then I give them access on ShareFile. And next year they'll have bill.com for some of the divisions. So we're not even going to have PDFs and all that. And they are already bill.com users. So bill.com for payables, deposit documents, bank statements, all those volumes of documents will be, telling me to save. We on ShareFile, but we all collaborate here.
Here in Smartsheets.
Right. It got a little confusing with the emails. It'll email you reminders, and I can set up alerts. Send Sarah or one of my staff once a day, right away, once an hour. Okay? And nobody wanted to miss anything, so we were all doing right away. And one of the managers, one of the treasurers said, "I'm so glad this audit's over." I've been like spam, But, you can say you can say either if anything on the whole sheet changes, or you can say just a discussion, or if you change it,
Right, you can filter it.
Yeah, and I said, well, go in there and make an alert your own. So a lot of great things with the program. Now I can also just take this whole area and copy it for next year. Then I'm ready to go. Like I indented, since I can collapse. So
oh, nice.
August is done. August 15th is done, and I can use those rows 4 through whatever as a template for next year, and I'm ready to go. I even started inserting things that I know I'm going to do differently next year. You know what I screwed up? You think I'd know after 30 years. I did all the variants. I tried to head them off on all these questions, and she started asking me all these questions, and I realized the comparative 2014 to 15, I was doing explanations for anything that had a significant change, but I didn't do the budget versus actual. It's like, with me, it becomes a game. It's like,
right.
not only is it no audit adjustments, but it's no, as little questions as possible. So, but there's good and bad with that. If you make it too efficient, then I think they actually start spending time doing things that they've never done before, like really analyzing certain areas.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Now we got time to really look.
Yeah,
now
they're like, well, that was too soon.
Deep
We
dive.
2 weeks, and what else can we look at?
Wow.
Hey, Dennis, your hand's up. Do you have a question?
No, I'm just,
Playing
Around.
I was reading a message on my Galaxy.
Okay, because there's a button where you can put your hand up, and so.
I guess one question I did have, can you put permissions on these as to what people can do on the sheet?
Like what? Give me an example.
Well, you don't want people being able to delete stuff, do you?
To do what?
Delete.
You mean like delete?
Yeah, there are. Okay, so if I were to set up a user,
but
I
isn't
can
there
set up a user as an admin, or just view, or what's the other one?
and there's an audit trail. You would know who did
Oh
what.
yeah. There's an audit trail.
So if somebody deleted a line, you would be able to see it, and you
Yeah.
could really like, hey, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm. What was confusing though was you get an email and somebody's asked a question on row 48. Meanwhile, people are inserting things, and you go in and 48 It's not what
Is a in between.
yeah, but you can down at the bottom just click on discussions and see it in chronological order for the whole sheet. So I found myself going there.
So how many people actually work on the sheet at one time? I wonder if there would be an overload. Like,
well, at one point it listed 6 people. No, they weren't doing things, but they had it open. You know.
Right. Well, I'm thinking, if you've got 10 people on this and changing things, it's going to start getting a little crazy to maintain.
Well, it depends on what your sheet's for.
That's true.
Now, one thing that I had, because some of them were overlapping, like one asked me for a variance. Somebody was working on property, plant, and equipment. That's what it was. And asked a question. And then, but somebody working on the variances started asking me the same question. And so I was able to say, hey, Susie Q just asked me the same thing. Look on row so-and-so. And that was just so fast. Everybody is in the loop. And, you could say, I'm running to do a meeting. Hey, Fred, can you get this for?
Right.
Yeah, I'll do it. And it worked out. It just worked out really well. So I did want, there was an ABO person who wanted to see my little list. So I thought this would be a good way to test Zoom and show.
So you're going to just send her the portion. Well, you'll make her watch the whole Zoom and not just her portion.
Yes. I'm not going to say start at minute.
Right.
So, all right. So stop share. Ta-da!
That was awesome.
It was.
Great. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, when something falls through the cracks, I'm just like, why isn't it on a sheet?
Well, it is kind of cool if you get to do it year after year after year. You will really perfect that. And honestly, if people see that, I really expect them to come and say, hey, Sarah, do this for me. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of setup in that.
Yeah, there was.
How long did...
There's a lot of, you can cut and paste right out of Excel. What I did was I searched back through a couple years and I found one that they actually sent to me in Excel.
Oh, nice.
And I went, ha. And then
their audit programs might be able to send it out.
That's exactly where it came from. And then in subsequent years, they started, just sort of sending a copy, a PDF, or they started cutting and pasting it in email. Every auditor tends to do things differently.
And those books are huge that they're doing those audits from.
Right.
So they may only need pages 1 through 5, skip 6, 7, and 8. Then they want to send you 10, 11, and 12. So, They're
using different audit software. They're using, But like one of them took their working trial balance with the variances and they highlighted everything they wanted me to comment on and attached it right to the sheet.
Nice.
And I'm curious to see as this evolves, as Smartsheet evolves and Box and ShareFile and all this. ShareFile now has a way to, I haven't played with it, apparently open a doc or sign out a doc, work on it and put it back. I don't know.
Was that on the Sleater webinar? The ShareFile.
I don't know. I remember
they did. ShareFile did a webinar that I saw.
Oh, I missed it.
And they actually now have a special plan for Sleater members.
Yes, and it's free, I think.
No, I don't think it is. Well, Sleater has a free program, but there's some new features from ShareFile, Citrix share file where it's collaboration, it's some other, like this whole like package just for leader members.
Just for the Sleater members?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder how much that is.
I went to that webinar and I actually signed up to Share Connect.
Right, the Share Connect. That one's free?
No, it's $9.95 a month because I just got my bill for that.
Okay.
My share file is like, well, I'm going to round it up. It's $30 a month for my share file.
Okay.
I'm not doing it through Sleater. And then another $10 a month for the Share Connect, which I can't even remember what it does anyway. I think it just
Connect. Huh.
I can connect all my different computers together.
This whole thing, it's now they have these new features with portal and email and everything, and you're sending secure emails.
Yes.
I was like,
I do that.
No, I mean, it's like he literally just like said they're kind of pushing it now.
Yep.
It's their work, they've done it. And it's
good.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
I'm so glad to be through. This is the end of my busy season. I have like a 2-month window.
What do you have, 2 months?
Less than 2 months. And then with Sleater in there, and vacation. So, November's. So
And then holidays.
November is my getting ready for busy season. And I lost the beginning of the summer when I usually can play with all these things. So I'm like, how much can I play with? But ShareFile has a new desktop.
Oh, that's
program.
great. Oh, it is.
Love, because
Next to
ShareFile
Dropbox,
Just
ShareFile.
put the file there and it goes.
Yeah. And you can move documents around. If something gets in the wrong folder, it's so simple instead of like,
I know.
all these tools, I'm sorry. All these tools are evolving and improving and starting to talk with each other more and more. Well, you saw on the Smartsheet, that list seems to getting longer.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what else is nice is it'll do like a link to Evernote or a link to Box. They're never really getting into, and those are links that you can break or remove. So, I don't know. Got to keep up,
remember
guys.
how to get into
guys. Yeah. So, we were after 6:30. We're having.
Yeah, I just looked at the time, and I was going to say, what else do we want to talk about before we close?
Right.
There was something I wanted to talk about. Now I can't remember what it is. Sorry.
It's your new office. It's doing it to you.
Yeah, it still has that new office smell.
Well, you know what? We need to keep our eye on Zoom because they are supposed to be working on the lower third.
Oh, cool.
But apparently, is it this one that doesn't record our names, or Blab doesn't record your name on your?
Yeah, we have. Well, at least we have our names on at the bottom of our screen.
Yeah, but when you look at it, it doesn't show it.
Yeah, I don't think it's recording our names.
Right.
Oh, got it. It's only when you're here.
Doesn't help us at
So
all.
what you see may not be what's recorded.
I know.
And that's, anyone that's recording, I think it records from their perspective. And so each of us would have different people up on our right side because it only shows 4 at a time.
Right.
And you can change that. So I think that would change per.
All right.
Now, do you think they would ever make it a live situation?
Oh, that's the other thing is they're working on an integration with YouTube, the live YouTube.
Perfect.
So it's coming. It's coming.
That happens because I like this better than.
I'm liking it too. I really am. I don't want to give Blab up totally. I do want to schedule the next Blab for the day after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But next week, I think we're going to go back to Hangout.
Did you just say the day after Thanksgiving?
What?
I'll be in a turkey coma. What is wrong with you?
I'll be
After Thanksgiving.
traveling. Well, our plane lands at 5 apparently, so maybe you can walk with me to baggage.
We can watch Sarah pick up her baggage. Baggage plane.
That's funny.
But with Blab, if you don't want to participate, you don't have to. There's
Right.
4 spots open.
Yeah.
So if you want to just come and hang out and watch the chat and watch the show, that's perfectly fine too.
I haven't well, now that I have an office, I actually have to get up, get dressed, leave my house, and come out. So that's gonna dictate
Isn't that just
what
sick?
happens
Okay.
when stuff happens.
Okay.
I mean, I
I don't
realistically
know whether I'll make the blab one or not. I may try to do it on the other computer, but it's got a wireless mouse too, so.
Well, I'm leaving for the West Coast.
You're gonna be on the West Coast.
I'm leaving for the West Coast on the 13th.
Got it.
The 20th, I'll be leaving Vegas and traveling.
But
And
it's the
then-
following week that's Thanksgiving.
And then the week after Thanksgiving, I'll be flying back.
Okay.
So the next couple weeks, we're all going to be,
Later.
we'll all be able to see each other next.
Yeah. I
Well,
can't-
not everybody.
Not everybody.
You're over 6 feet tall.
That's all I heard is Slater.
I know, Sarah. You don't look that tall.
I know. I'm only
How
5.
tall are you, Gina?
5 foot.
I'm
also
5
5
foot also, so
I'm 5'12". I'm not,
I sit on a-
5'12". Yeah,
I
that's
sit on a-
right.
I sit in a booster chair one of these hangouts.
I might be the
To
shortest.
look taller.
Sarah, you're a partner on Smartsheets, right?
Do what?
You're a partner on Smartsheets, right?
Yes.
What's that noise?
That is Dennis's son practicing piano.
Oh,
Yeah.
the piano. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I love that you know that.
Did you see, Gina, that I put in the chat when my plane was arriving in Vegas?
Oh, thank you for telling me that. I put the chat down because it kind of interferes, and I wanted to see Sarah's smart sheet.
I did too, but I arrive on Southwest Flight 1198, 6 p.m. Sunday, November 15th. I fly out at 7:45 p.m. Thursday, November 19th.
Oh, isn't Thursday one of the days of the sessions? You're not staying? Oh,
I'm not staying for the whole session Thursday either.
3:30.
Are they doing any live streaming of some of the sessions on some of the keynotes?
Yes, the Power Hour. The Power Hour Thursday morning with Hector Garcia and Michelle Long. That's being, that's going to be live streamed somehow.
Okay.
I don't know. They're not quite sure how they're going to do it. But
Oh my God! Look at what it does.
what?
So I minimized it so I could get to something else on my screen,
Yeah.
and I have this tiny little box of Linda right at the top.
yes, it's on your screen. You
There's
give
a lot of different settings.
Holy crap! I'd never minimized it.
Yeah.
Right.
So when I minimized it, I was like, oh, and because Linda was talking,
Yeah.
it focused on her. Oh, that is so cool.
Well,
Sorry.
you know what? I like this. Somehow I found one where we're all along the top, and then whoever's talking is a bigger screen.
That's how it defaulted for me.
Well, I'm seeing that the screen, your box gets highlighted in yellow when you talk.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
which is
Mine
good.
was
That'll tell me if
highlighted
I'm talking too much.
Green.
Blue. Okay, you know what? I'm
All
going to
right,
stop
I'm gonna stop.
recording.
So am I.
Next week is a regular hangout on Google Plus.
Got it.
Okay.
So we'll see you all there. Again, any changes, anything, go to Slack. That's where we'll keep all the details.
Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense.
So
This was great. That was a great presentation, Sarah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Well, have a nice weekend.
Okay,
So, bye-bye.
bye-bye.